Hi everyone, Karen
Hello.
from Craftykarendesigns.
I'm butting in already. Hello. It's Donna from Taffycrafting.
Right, we're going to have a go at doing some side-by-side crafting. Donna wants to know how to do a double Z fold card.
Yep.
So I'm going to try my best to be a good teacher and show her what show her how to make these. So here we go. We haven't got a sample we can show you. We're just going for it. So here we go.
So stay tuned to the end so you get to see it.
So first of all, we need a piece of card which is 11 by 4 1/4, and we need to score at 2 3/4 and 5 1/2, and then fold and burnish. Get this
Bone
extra
folds are
bone,
wedged in.
bone folder out of here. There we go.
Are they going to fold particular ways?
Yes, so
I'm wrong already.
No, you're not. You're right. So turn it over, and the first one goes back like that, and the second one goes like that. I think we might be editing a bit of this.
Yeah.
So there's your first Z.
Oh, look, I managed that.
Yep. So then the smaller piece, the second Z, is 10 by 2 3/4, and it's scored at 4 3/4 and 7 1/2. And that folds in the same way but with the wider end at this end. So turn it over and it goes that way like that. And then this piece goes back like that. So the second Z is like that, and it'll fit together like that. And we've done.
There we are.
Yeah.
Yep. Good.
Job's a good one. Then we need some DSP or cardstock to make the layers. So for this card we're going to do some embossing, and we're going to use some foil paper. So we're not using DSP at all on this one. So it's slightly different to the ones I've done before. So this piece of cardstock to go on the back on this piece is 5 1/4 by 4, and that's going to go on there like that. Okay.
Okay. Yep.
So if you want to glue that one down.
See, Karen, you're very good. I'm rubbish at storing my glue. My glue would have been sat on the counter for a couple of days with the top off. And it would have gone all dry.
Well, I made my own purpose-made little holder for it. So it's always upside down.
There's a lesson for me.
I know. In fact, I've got a spare holder, so I'll gift you one of those to take home with you.
Aww.
There you go. So that's the first piece.
By the way, I've already knocked the camera with my head once. Sorry for the wobble.
So because we're using cardstock on this one and we're doing embossing, I'm not actually going to put a layer on here because I think it might be too thick when we start folding it. So we've embossed 2 different pieces using 2 different embossing folders. So this one that I've got is the Country Florals embossing folder, and the one Donna's got is the, I think it's called Tufted embossing folder. So that is going to go on the front here.
And I've just embossed for the first time ever.
She has. She did a marvellous job.
We're gluing that on there, yeah?
Yeah. So I'll just stick a bit of glue on this one and try and get that flower in the front, in the middle, lined up to the cardstock that's on the back.
When I used to
too
sew,
much glue on that.
I used to do a lot of quilting. I absolutely love that.
It's pretty, isn't it?
Yeah.
And you could actually put little pearls or diamonds on all those little bits. It look really pretty. Right, so that's the back of the card. Then for the smaller Z, we're going to use some of this Noble Peacock foil. Is that what it's called? Noble Peacock foil, or is it designed? I can't remember.
Something like that.
It's Noble Peacock something.
Yeah. Ever prepared.
Well, normally I'm sat here talking to myself. I don't usually have anybody else here with me.
So is that going to go on there like...
So that's going to go on the larger piece at the front, because that's going to be the piece that we put the sentiment, or in this case, our colouring that we've just done. Did I say how big that piece was?
No.
It's 4.5 by 2.5. And then the middle piece is 2.5 by 2.5.
Oh, I'm going to get that one right.
And then the end piece is 2.5 by 2.25. So you just have to make sure you get them the right way around.
But all dimensions will be on your blog, won't they, Karen?
They will be on my blog. And yours too by the time we're finished.
Yeah.
Hopefully. If we manage to upload this successfully to two different channels. And then the small one goes on the end there. Like so. Try and get it straight and not on the wonk, as Amanda would say. There you go.
Pretty.
So that will then fit onto there like that. Pretty.
Very. In my favourite green. Hold on it as well.
It is. Right, so what we'll do now is glue the smaller piece onto the bigger piece.
Oh god, that's a bit I'm scared about.
So, and it fits sort of centrally like that when it's done.
Okay.
Yeah?
Right, so how do I make sure I do that without getting glue everywhere?
Carefully. So what you do first is you put glue on the narrow piece.
On that piece.
On the back piece.
I suddenly feel very scared.
Like that.
Oh heck. Right, okay, yeah.
And then just hover it over till it's in the right sort of place there. It's a bit fiddly, but once you've just go with it, because it doesn't matter if it's not in the middle of the card that way.
No.
Because you can have the Z at the bottom.
Yeah.
So
might have no choice.
if it's not quite right, you just meant it to be that way.
Yeah, nobody knows.
Nobody knows.
Right, oh god, I'm too scared. Right, okay, it's going on. It's going
Right.
on. And I can wiggle because we've got Tombow going on.
As long as you're quick. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then you fold this piece down flat and just put some Tombow on the end of it like that. Just on about a third of that piece. And then just fold it back and press it down. And that will stick enough. Yeah.
Look at that.
So then it'll open and close like
I
that.
love that. So clever.
Great, aren't they?
Yeah.
So now we came prepared. And
Here's one we prepared earlier.
we did a little bit of colouring. So we've used this Bloom and Grow stamp set, which is gorgeous, and we've used this sentiment, or this image rather, not sentiment, and we're going to put that on the front of the card, which just fits. So it must be, this piece must be 4.5 inches wide?
Yeah, 4.5 by 1
about.
3/4.
And it just fits that image on.
Well, it's perfect. It's not just, it's perfect.
And we've coloured, I've done light Daffodil Delight.
I've got dark Daffodil Delight.
And then I've used Poppy Parade and Old Olive.
I've got Old Olive and a something else.
Lovely lipstick.
Lovely lipstick.
Lovely
Dark,
lipstick.
lovely lipstick.
So I think we'll put that on there with dimensionals, shall we? And in honour of Donna, we'll use mini dimensionals.
And more than 2, probably.
Yeah, because she's a bit tight and she likes to use these little ones. So
It's called frugal, Karen. It's called frugal.
No, you're a bit tight. So I think we probably need about 6 because it's quite wide. This.
6.
Keep breathing. Keep breathing.
Oh my God.
And it's all right because they're my dimensionals, so it's fine.
Oh, that's true. I'll use 10.
Don't worry about it. Fine. Right. So peel those off.
Try and get these off with my nails that desperately need cutting.
I've always got a bit of glue on the end of my fingers, so they always stick to that. Come off.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Yeah, I can't do 2 things at once. I can't talk and pick dimensionals off. So then I'm just going to put that in the middle, or as centrally as I can. There we go. Beautiful.
Right, I got there in the end. Yeah, I'm going with that. Nice.
And then we're just going to stamp this sentiment, thank you from the bottom of my heart, and put that on there. So we'll get the scrap of Whisper White.
Did we decide what colour we were going to stamp that in?
No, we didn't.
Oh.
Shall we go for Old Olive to
Yeah.
match?
Let's get Olive out again.
There you go. Let's get a block. There you go. What did I do? There it is. It fit on there.
I'll get this right first time, because I always stamp them too close to the bottom. Should I do 2? Should
Yeah,
I
go on, do 2.
No.
Come on, don't be wasting my cardstock. There we go.
That's better.
And then we're going to punch those out with a 2-inch circle punch. There you go. Excuse me. There we go. And we're going to glue those down on this smaller section. And I'm probably not in shot now, sorry. I'll put that in the middle of there.
There we go. Well,
Beautiful.
thank you very much, Karen, for showing me how to make that. I've been wanting to make one of those for ages, so thank you.
Really
very
simple.
much. Yeah, just some simple score lines, really, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Easy
Lovely.
peasy. I love doing these. So you find all the measurements on the tutorial over on my blog at craftykarendesigns.blogspot.com. And probably over on Donna's too at...
what is it? www.taffycrafting.blogspot.co.uk.
Thanks for bearing with us this morning. We'll speak to you later.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.